Hello viewers, so we have this question that says, given that the average atomic mass of silicon is 28.09, complete the following table. Now on the table, we are given, say, we have isotopes of silicon, silicon 28, 29, and 30. And then we are given their masses in terms of atomic mass units, and we are also given the percentage abundance on the other side. Now we have two values that are missing. On the masses, we have a value that is missing for silicon 30, and then on the percentage abundances, we have a value that is missing and is represented by Y. So in short, we are looking for the values of Y and X in this question. So we're going to start with finding the value of Y. So how do we find the value of Y? To find the value of Y, we need to understand to say, if an element has two isotopes, the percentage abundances for those two isotopes must add up to 100. Okay. So in other words, the sum of percentage abundance for isotopes must be equal to 100%. So in other words, no matter the number of isotopes you have for a certain element, when you add their percentage abundances, you should find 100%, or they should give you 100%. All right. So having that in mind, we can basically find the value of Y. So in this case, we've got three isotopes, and the sum of those isotopes in terms of percentage abundance must add up to 100. So when we add Y to 4.70 and then add it to 3.09%, this must give us 100. So using that information, we'll say Y, using our formula here, Y added to 4.70 and then added to 3.09 must give us 100%. All right. So these are also percentages. Even that one is a percentage. So this must give us 100%. So when you do a mathematics, you find that our Y will be added to 4.70 added to 3.09. This is giving us 7.79%, and this must be equal to 100%. So to find our Y, taking it on the other side, our Y will just be equal to 100. When we take 7.79 on the other side, it becomes a negative, so it will be minus 7.79%. And when we do mathematics there, the value we are finding is 92.21%. So this is the percentage abundance for silicon 28. So this is the value of Y that we are calculating. So 92.21% is our answer for the first part. Now for the second part, we need to find the value of X. How do we find this value of X? In order to find this value of X, we need to use the average atomic mass formula. Since we're given the average atomic mass in the question there, so we need to use that formula. How do we use it? Now, this is the formula we are using, where we are saying average atomic mass is equal to the sum of the percentage abundance divided by 100 multiplied by mass of isotope on the other side. So the sum, meaning in this case, we have got three isotopes. So the sum of those isotopes in terms of their percentage abundance divided by 100 multiplied by their individual masses is what we are going to use here. Now we're going to utilize this formula and find the value of X that is missing. So let's see how we can utilize it. All right, so replacing with what we have on the other side, we are saying we have 28.09 at the average atomic mass. This will be equal to, for the first isotope, which is silicon 28, we found that its percentage abundance is 92.21%. So this must be divided by 100%, and then multiply by its mass. Now its mass is 27.98. This is what we are given from the information we have there. All right. So this must be added to, remember the sum means you are adding. This must be added to, the second isotope has got a percentage abundance of 4.70%, and this is dividing by 100% again, and this must multiply by, now this is the one that we are looking for, its mass. So the mass is represented by x, so we are going to represent it by x as well here. That's what we are looking for. So yeah, that's what we'll have for the second isotope. Then the third isotope, this will be added to, we have its percentage abundance to be 3.09%, and this must be divided by 100%, and it's multiplying by its mass, which is 29.97. All right, so that's what we have there. All we have to do is do mathematics there. All right, so when we do our mathematics here, we're still going to have 28.09, and this is equal to, in the first box here, in the first box, what I'm getting is 25.80. So let me report that. We'll have 25.80, and then this must be added to, in the second box, what I'm having there is, when I multiply 4.70 by x, I'm going to get 4.70x, then it will divide by 100. So we'll say what we have there is 4.70x divided by 100. All right, and this will be added to, on the other side, what I'm having is, when I do mathematics there, I'm getting a 0.93. So 0.93 on that side. So this is what we have. Now, since we have this, let's collect our like terms. But if you are confused on how we came up with this part here, what we have here is 4.70 divided by 100 multiplied by x. This is the same as, if you have something that looks like this, let's say you have 2 over 2. Yes, let's say over 2 multiplied by 2. Yeah, let's put it as 2. This is the same as, multiplying the 2 that you have on top there, this 2 that you have on top here, by that 2, and then divide it by 2. You can start by dividing 2 by 2 and then multiply by the other 2, or rather you can multiply the 2 on top by the 2 and then divide by this 2 here. You still get the same answer. 2 multiplied by 2 is 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2. If we say 2 divided by 2, that's 1. 1 multiplied by 2 is still giving us a 2. So this is the same concept we have used here. We have said 4.70 multiplied by x will basically give us 4.70. Then we divide it by 100. So we are getting this expression here. All right, so let's go ahead and do our mathematics. All right, so we are going to say we have 28.09, and this is equal to, like terms. Yes, so we have 25.80 added to 0.93, and this must be added to 4.70x divided by 100. Yeah, so that's what we have. And then when we continue doing our mathematics, we'll say 28.09. Now we need to add 25.80 to 0.93. Yes. So what do we get when we add 25.80 to 0.93? What we are getting is a 26.73, and this must be added to 4.70x, and this is divided by 100. Now we must understand, say, this expression is different from the other. For example, this one and this one are the same. They don't have any variable that they are carrying, but this expression has got a variable, so we can't add it to this here. That's why you are seeing that we just added 25.80 to 0.93, and that's how we got this value here. So still this value is still added to the other side. Now we're going to collect like terms together. So we're going to, when you look at this value here and this value, these are not carrying any variable. They're not carrying any letter. In case you don't understand what a variable is basically those letters we use, X, Y, Z. Yeah, so these are not carrying any letter, and this one is carrying a letter. So this is going to be taken on the left side so that it goes where it belongs, and this will remain here. So let's do that. So when we do that, we are going to have 28.09 minus, when this one comes on the other side, it's going to be negative, and this will be 26 minus 26.73, like that. Yes. And this is still equal to, on the other side, we still have 4.70x, and this is dividing by 100. So that's what we have. So let's continue from the other side. Now, what is 28.09 minus 26.73? When we do that mathematics, what I'm getting is, on this side, I'll have 1.36. So 1.36 is equal to 4.70x, that is dividing by 100. All right. So when you reach this stage, we're going to cross multiply, meaning 1.36 multiplied by 100, and then 4.71x multiplied by 1. This is the same as over 1, like this. So any value that is standing is over 1, but we don't need to show that. So yeah, when you cross multiply, we'll have this value multiplying by 1 and that value multiplying by 100. So when you do that, what we are getting is, on the other side, we're going to get 136. Yes, and this is equal to 4.70x, like that. We're looking for the value of x, so we'll divide by 4.70. So divide by 4.70. Even this side, we are doing the same. Divide by 4.70. Then this will give us our value of x. Our x will be equal to, when we do mathematics there, we're getting 28.94. Yeah. So 28.94 is the value of x that we are looking for. So we found it, 28.94. And this is how you go about this type of questions. Yes.